What is up, guys? Welcome to Elden Ring Nightreighn, and today we're just going to do a tier list. I figured it'd be kind of appropriate to do now. The game's been out about a week or so. It's June 12th, 2025, and we have 8 great characters they've given us. In fact, let's get rid of these. Let's just get rid of these right now. Delete that row. Delete that row. So we'll keep everything to... I don't think there's a character under a B. But anyway, so it's time. I think it's about time to kind of get this going. But let's start with the first character, Duchess. She's going to be S. I know we're starting off right off the bat with an S tier, but she might be the best character in the game. She's proficient in magic. She's very proficient in her weapon. One of the best characters with her own weapon. She's got the best dodge in the game. She's got the best abilities just about in the game. Both of them are great. I guess she's got the one that with the clock that clicks, that's doing the damage multiplier, and then you can disappear. She's the best character in the game to pick people up, just about in my opinion. Her and the Revenant, because you can just pop her ult, and then they won't even see you. You can run up and you just pick everybody up. She is incredible. If you haven't used her, go master her, try her. Not enough people are using Duchess, and Duchess, in my opinion, might just be the best character in the game. She is fucking excellent. She's completely underrated. No one uses her, and it's a tragedy. So anyway, but I think a lot of the reason why people aren't using her is because they're doing the remembrances, so they're just using different characters. But anyway, I digress. Executor B. I have a love-hate relationship with this character. I love it when I get it strong. I hate it when I have to start with it. When I'm playing with him solo, which I've played solo with him the most, it takes too long for him to get going. It just takes the train too long to get going. It takes him too long to kill shit. He's too squishy. He needs a health buff in the beginning. When you're leveling him up, his health becomes great. But in the beginning, it takes too long to get going. There's too many, like if you fight a gank boss or something, you got to back out. He doesn't have an AoE. He's got no real way to handle mobs on his own. He's a very good support character. If you're playing with a team that's aggressive, like a Wilder or something like that, Executor can come in and hit from behind, proc the bleed, and use the curved swords and all that. There's too many variables for him to be a top tier character in this game. In fact, he might just be the worst character in the game. To be honest, he might be the worst one just because he's too up and then way too down. It takes too long to get going with him. Now, I'm not dying and stuff with him all over the place. But what's happening is I'm in fights too fucking long. I'm in hordes too fucking long. It's too long solo. He's terrible solo. He's great with a team. There's too many variables for him to be great. His ability's good. His ultimate's good. The problem is you can die in his ultimate, which I don't know if I'm a fan of that. You can actually just fucking die in it. You figured, like, if the ultimate guy gets killed, then you would come back at half health or something like that. No, if he dies, you fucking die. And now you're down. You're hurting your team. I've played with too many executors that hurt the team, and then there's also a couple of them that have carried. So it's just, this guy's too up and down. I can see why people who are like, trying to run through the game and play fast and everything use him, because he can do some big damage, but he's very high level. The problem is you got to get him there. But anyway, Iron Eye put it A+/ S-. I think his base damage needs to be higher. And also, some people who use him seem to have a hard time getting a good weapon for him as far as a bow goes. Also, I'm not a big fan of characters that are like built to stand behind the fight and not really engage in it a lot. Just kind of sit there and just kind of peck and do damage. Because in this game, the boss arenas are very big. And what happens is, they sit back. People who don't want to die typically play with this character, just playing not to die, and that's a good character. But what happens is I'm playing as Raider or something like that, or just Wilder or whatever. I'm too busy chasing the fucking enemy down. Too many chasing the Iron Eye and the enemy down, because Iron Eye can't get a hit. So part of my A ranking is because of the way people play with it. It is very good. It is very powerful. I think the ultimate gauge needs to recharge a little bit faster. And I think his base damage needs to go a little higher. But other than that, if you say he's S tier, I wouldn't argue. He's excellent. as far as fun wise, he's up there with Duchess. I mean, these two are probably the most fun to use. But yeah, I would put him in A. Guardian putting it A. Severely underrated. If his damage was higher, his offensive damage, I'd put him in S. It can be higher if you use a strength character, but he's another one almost borderline S. I think people don't really know how to use him and don't know how to play with him. As far as like if you're another character and you have a Guardian on your team, whenever I'm Guardian, no one's around me. It's like if you're playing with a Guardian, the Guardian is someone that's going to stand there with the shield, take the damage, and then everyone else can do their damage. The recluses, whatever, can sit there behind and use them as protection, but no one ever does that. So part of his lower rating is because of how people play with him. They don't really do much with him. He's got the best counter attack in the game. He's got, if you level his shield, a lot of people I think make the mistake of leveling his weapon. Level his shield up. He's got two of the best like ultimate abilities in the game, where he's got the swoop up and then swoop down, and then you can hold it and your team's like invincible. And then he's got the wind that just knocks people out and it kills ads and everything. The Guardian is the most underrated character in this game, and it's not even close. You're going to see people start playing Guardian soon, I think. If you have a great Guardian on your team, you're doing really well. You're going to be hard to kill. And like I said, if he had a little bit better, same thing Iron Eye, a little bit better damage on his weapon, he'd be fucking S tier. Like, it wouldn't even be close. Raider, S tier. There's not much else to say. There's nothing he does bad. There's absolutely nothing he does bad. There's just nothing. You can run around 2 fucking hammers. He hits hard. He stuns up right off the bat. He stuns real good. He could take... I feel like he's the tankiest character in the game, even though Guardian has the most health. I could just sit there and stay in a fight with Raider, I feel like, almost forever. If I've got a team that's aggroing and being aggressive. He's got that totem that empowers everyone. It does a fucking lot of damage. His secondary ultimate, where he kind of goes berserk, is fucking awesome. He's incredible. I think there should be a Raider on every team. There should be a Raider on every fucking team. But as far if you're not playing for Remembrance or something, if you're just playing, there should be a Raider on every team. All right, Revenant, I'm going to put an A. Another borderline character. The reason why I put Revenant at A is because she's a little bit more of a complicated character to use. She's one of those, if you use her right and you know how to play with someone who's using Revenant correctly, she's another one where your team almost becomes invincible. But not enough people know how to play as her. But I'll tell you where she's special is her, believe it or not, her starting weapon's one of the best starting weapons in the game. If you two-hand it, you put bleed on it, she can smash melee. She's got her 3 minions. She can fucking create, once you kill an enemy, you have a chance to create a fucking another ally. So you just got allies running all over the place with her. If you can keep the Remnant alive, you will probably be very successful 90% of the time. I think Revenant's very, very underrated. Like I said, she's one of those characters I think people are still figuring her out or don't want to use her a lot, because I don't see her being used a lot. So I think people kind of stay back on using her. I would highly suggest using her. She's the best kind of mage character in the game. She's significantly better than Recluse. It's not even close. Like, it's not even fuck close. She can do magic. She can throw her, she can do spells. She can do good melee damage. She can do, she can throw her minions. She's a pretty good fuck. I mean, she can do everything very, very well. And her ultimate is an instant pickup. She is one of my favorite characters to play with, and if you're good with her, your team's going to be on the right track. Recluse is the same boat as Executor. Takes too long to get her going. I'm not a huge fan of the thing where you're sucking in the powers and you hit it. I don't think that does enough damage. Her base damage is very good. Her ultimate is fucking excellent. But I think she needs a little bit of a damage buff on the secondary ultimate, like that, the YLT or whatever. I think that needs to be buffed a little bit. It doesn't do enough damage. In my opinion, she's very powerful when you get her very high level. The problem is getting her there. That's the problem. If you got a team that's dying everywhere, they're not aggressive. You got to kind of be carried to get her powerful, and then once you're powerful, you can do the carrying. And I think she needs to be a little bit more of a glass cannon, a little bit more of it. But other than that, Recluse is fun. I think she's one of the worst characters in the game, to be honest. I mean, she might actually be the worst character in the game. She actually might be the worst character in the game. But anyway, I digress. Wilder. This is a tough one for me. I'm going to put Wilder at A. Wilder, the reason why I put Wilder at A is I don't think he does anything great. He does everything well. Like, he does everything very good. He's not great at anything. His special's great. His the rope thing that he does, like, I'll be like locked onto an enemy and I do the rope and it'll like go all the way off to the side. They need to fix that. The rope's a little inconsistent. He's very good on damage. He's very fast. He's got good health, but he's not great at anything, which is fine. He's a very good beginner character. If you main him, and play with him every day, you'll always be successful. He's great. Having a good Wilder on your team is really, really good. Him being an A tier is not like a knock on him. I just think that, these two characters, what they do great is like they're almost unstoppable. They're very, very good. But anyway, it's Materialist. Let me know what you guys think. I know I'll get some feedback on some of these guys, but there's only two characters in this game that I think really need to be tweaked a little bit, and that's the Executor and the Recluse. But and like I said, the Recluse, if you use the Recluse and you disagree, it's probably because you're very good with her and you get very powerful. Most people don't. When I play pubs with her, or someone is with her, most people who use mages struggle. Most of them struggle. Most of them, they don't necessarily die a lot. They're not really in the fight a lot. They're not doing a ton of damage. They're not really making a big difference. The ones that are great can. So if you disagree with that, you're probably excellent with the character. Same thing with Executor. Not everybody's great with it. I think anyone can pick up a controller and be very good with the Raider. Anybody can pick up a controller and be very good with the Duchess, be very good with Iron Eye, be very good with Wilder. The people who really want to delve deep and get into a complicated character, the Revenant is very good. The Guardian, I think, is the most underrated character in this game. I almost put Guardian in S. I think the Guardian is way better than people think it is. So anyway, if you haven't used Guardian yet, give it a shot. Give it a try. I'm telling you, the abilities are good, and the counters are great. If they buffed his regular damage a little bit, the same thing with Iron Eye, those two would be right up at S. Not even close. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the tier list, and we'll see you on the next one.